For most of my coaching career, I was not a Christian coach. When I came to Bellevue in 2005, I met Marty Mayer, who runs several Bible study groups, and he encouraged me to be a part of the Thursday morning Bible study that he's been doing for a long time. And that group has been such a blessing in my life. I'm still a part of that group on Thursday morning. We study the Word, we build relationships with each other, and we deepen our relationship with Christ. And through that, I really felt compelled. I felt compelled to get another group going. I'm no longer in coaching. I'm a principal, and I look back on my coaching career, and for so much of my coaching career, I was not a Christian coach. And although I felt like I did good things with my players, I know that through Christ there's so much more. So even though I have regrets about what I didn't do previously as a coach, I want to make a difference in the future. So we started this Saturday morning coaches Bible study a couple of years ago, and it's really grown. And we just focus on building a relationship with Christ and being deeper in Christ and building God's kingdom. And this Saturday morning group has been a huge blessing. And my hope is that Christ uses us to make a difference in the world and to spread His good news. And I really believe that that's happening. And it eases a little bit of the pain that I have of so many years of coaching where I did not connect Christ with my coaching. But I know I can't do anything about the past. All I can do is do the best I can for the future, and that's what I want to do, and that's what our groups are all about.
You know, here at Walton Verona, we kind of have a unique situation. We're a smaller school, close-knit school, but we still have a lot of the same issues, a lot of the same problems that a bigger school has. And I just think it's really important that the kids have an opportunity to come and to share together, to worship, but also to be that light here. You know, it's just really cool to see kids get it. There are a couple students this year who have just really been struggling with things, priorities not in the right place, and I have a really good group of leaders who have just done a great job of witnessing and just kind of taking those kids under their wing. And when those kids see the difference that Christ can make in their life, and they truly put that into practice, it's just an awesome thing to see, even through sports and through activity, how they can just truly get a hold of that and they see the benefit in their lives.
So back in December, we met Nate, and conversation started about starting sports ministry FCA here on campus. And spring semester, we started that, and what it looked like was Bible studies every Monday night in our house. And just a lot of cool things came from that. Every week there were cool stories, but overall, Taylor and I were kind of putting ourselves out there with our faith and telling people about it, and kind of stretching ourselves there. And every week, I was personally nervous that people wouldn't show up. I would just sit there waiting for 7 o'clock, and if people were going to show up or not, I didn't know. And every single week, people showed up. By the end of the semester, we were averaging 15 people in my house, and it was just God provided every week, and trusting Him was so important. And it doesn't surprise me that God provided, because He's capable of that. It surprised me that I doubted that He would provide. And He's just so much bigger than any fear and concerns that we had for this FCA happening on campus. And He's just shown up so awesomely. And the biggest example is we had a dodgeball tournament this past week, and it's fun organizing it. And then we had 8 teams, but at the highest point we had over 50 people there. And whether or not they heard about Jesus, they got an invitation to hear more about Jesus, and they're in a positive, encouraging environment. And I just hope that NKU is ready for what God has on campus, and that the athletic department is just ready for big changes. A ministry like FCA is so important at NKU because student athletes walk on campus, and there's so many different directions they can go in and paths they can take. And if there's no sports ministry, the likelihood of them taking a path towards God and walking towards God is very low. And at NKU, we've never really had that strong presence of a sports ministry. and it's just kind of scary. I think there's around 250 athletes, and I'm not sure how many of them have heard the gospel. So the strong presence that's coming and that's happening is going to make a major change on this campus.